the energy of somebody that moved on too quickly. I want you to acknowledge that everything they put you through, they're gonna put their new person through as well. And you have not been the only one. They have done this to multiple people before, and karma is soon going to bite them in the butt. Why? Because this is not it. I do see that they once in a while they think about you, but they think about you more in the sense of, I miss the stability that they used to be able to offer me. The energy that's kind of being pushed out right here is the energy of them moving on a little bit too fast after you guys ended things, right? Or like they had some sort of rebound, right? I specifically want to acknowledge, and I specifically do want to tell you that I'm feeling that you are in this energy of a lot of mental struggle regarding the connection between you and them, okay? But I specifically want to see what exactly ended up happening between the both of you. So that's how we know this reading is for you, okay? We have the Death card. We have the Death card, and then we also have the Three of Pentacles. This person that you are dealing with is a person that struggles a lot with change within themselves and change with things around them. Okay? The Three of Pentacles right here and the Page of Wands. This is a type of person that likes everything to be done for them. Okay? I'm going to say like it is. And then we have the Six of Wands right here, reverse. They were not able to recognize what exactly is it that you were able to offer them, or exactly is it what you were willing to give them. What you were willing to give them, you were willing to give them a relationship of nurturing, a relationship with foundation, and a relationship with construction. I want you to acknowledge that, right? The thing about it is that with the Page of Wands being right here in reverse, they are in this energy of very much so struggling with the idea of having to change themselves so you guys can be able to have something stable. And I want you to acknowledge that because we have the Page of, sorry, my nose itches. We have the Death, and then we have the Page of Wands right here in reverse. Okay? So they know that there has to be a lot of change for things to grow between the both of you. Exactly, with the Nine of Pentacles right here. They also have some sort of big ego, or they specifically believe that everything is supposed to be good for them, or everything is supposed to fall on their lap, right? We have the Hierophant in reverse. With the Hierophant in reverse, with the Page of Wands reverse, and with the Death card being right here, this person struggles with a lot of the way people view them. Okay? I don't want to say their ego is big. I don't want to say their ego is humongous. But what matters to them is how people view them. How people see the energy that they have around them. That's one thing that matters. And I personally feel like that was one thing that you didn't enjoy. You didn't enjoy that they always wanted attention. You didn't enjoy that they basically always wanted to be seen by other people. Because is it not enough to be seen by me? Right? With the Death card, this person knew that they had to do some sort of mental and physical change for them to be with you. And they didn't quite enjoy that. Right? So the fact that they moved on to the next person, or they could have moved on to the next person really quickly, was because that person that they're dealing with right now literally is going to take them whatever comes with them, right? And this is not me telling you of, oh, they're going to love them from who they are. No, your specific person has a crap ton of red flags, and these red flags have to do with their self-image and the way that they hold themselves. And that person that they're dealing with right now, they're basically willing to put up with all the mess and all the emotional instability or all the weird things that go on with them. And I want you to acknowledge that. And I specifically do want you to know that they didn't quite enjoy, I feel like you let them step over you. I personally feel, yep, like you let them step over you, and with the Judgment being right here in reverse, you ignored all the red flags that they personally had. I want to tell you that with the Judgment being right here in reverse, this person is also clueless to who they are and what they are. Okay? I honestly do feel like you were dealing with a very much so clueless person that thinks everything is supposed to fall in their lap. This person has a crap ton of healing to do, and they're specifically avoiding it. And they're avoiding it with the Seven of Swords by using somebody else to do that healing for them, okay? And I want you to acknowledge that because we have the Page of Swords right here in reverse. The Page of Swords being right here in reverse is somebody that's not willing to do the work to specifically change themselves, right? Because the Page of Swords is all about curiosity, finding something new you enjoy. But the Page of Swords signifies staying stuck in your old ways and knowing that you have to change, but you're not doing anything to create that change with the Death right here. And with the Ace of Swords, I specifically do want to say like it is, I feel like they do think about you here and then, because this is all about clarity, all about having some sort of mental clarity towards your situation. But I want you to acknowledge that basically the energy that they're putting out is the energy of no healing and no change. So what does that specifically mean for you? It means that if they moved on way too fast, the only reason that they moved on was because they know that this relationship does truly not hold any expansion or any foundation. And I specifically want you to acknowledge that. Now that we have the Judgment reverse, the Seven of Swords, and the Hermit, this person is going to bring that other person down the way they did with you too. And the reason being, it's because this person is bleeding on people because they haven't fully healed within themselves. And I specifically want you to catch that what I'm saying. This person is creating some sort of road where they're hurting people, not acknowledging that karma is going to bite them back. And yes, maybe you want to reconnect with them. Maybe you want something with them. But I specifically want you to acknowledge this person doesn't have some sort of emotional stability in their life. So the reason that they could have moved on too fast, or they could have moved on, it's because they're preventing healing from not even your relationship, but from past relationships and from past family connections. And the only reason they're moving forward is because they're chasing some sort of feeling that's not going to end up well. Because once that feeling is gone, once that person that they're with right now does not make them feel the same way, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go back to their old ways, and they're going to prevent their healing, and they're going to start chasing some sort of new feeling, right? The Seven of Swords not only signifies right here that this person is very much so tricky with their behaviors. With the Seven of Pentacles right here in reverse, connections between her and people are not going to last. And if those connections do last, it's because the person that they're dealing with is basically going to put up with all their mess that they're putting them through and that they have put you through. And I want you to acknowledge that. For a fact, we have the Queen of Wands reverse. Somebody that holds a lot of resentment, a lot of anger towards situations that they were not able to put up, that people were not able to put up with. Right? So this person is very much so blaming other people for where they're at in life and for the fact that they have not been able to heal. Right? Do I want to say they're still thinking about you? Yes, they are. And the reason I say that is because with the Six of Pentacles being right here, they're specifically thinking about how good you made them feel and how you were willing to do stuff for them. But they basically had to create some sort of change within themselves for you guys to be in a good, stable relationship. And they're specifically not willing to do that at this moment. When I'm telling you that this person struggles with healing, and they're specifically creating a line of destruction that's going to come back and bite them in the butt, it's because it's going to. And I specifically tell you, you do not want to be a part of that.